Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om. Greetings to you. One who serves here, and Shoshana is here, and we are ready to move ahead in this entire process as we continue to move closer to the end of this year. And what a year you have had, and what a year is coming. Oh, we cannot even begin to tell you what this next year is going to bring. But many of you have the inkling of what to expect here as those things that you have read about and heard about, and all of this is all going to come to a head at various points within this next year. Not in terms of full ascension, we are not speaking of that, although that is certainly possible, but we are speaking in terms of the truths coming through like an avalanche that cannot be stopped. That is what you are looking forward to in this next part of even the beginning of this next year coming up. But we will save more of this for your New Year's Eve call, when we can give more information on this, if you are ready for it. We are ready for your questions here, if you have them.
Yes, I got a question.
Yes.
Could you talk about how important it is to be a vegetarian while we're intending to ascend? Isn't it very important to be a vegetarian?
What we can tell you is that you have to be where you are in the moment. And if it is a calling for you to give up on the imbuing of animal flesh and all of this, then that is your calling. If it is not your calling yet, then to do so would be going against your nature here in terms of what you are ready for. So we would not say that there is a should or anything of this nature for this. It is when you feel the calling for it, and you will know when that is. For your body is wanting certain minerals and certain vitamins and all of this that come from various sources of food that you eat. So to deprive your body of something that it is needing or wanting at this point may not be the most beneficial for you. But again, it is a calling. It is something deep within you that you will know when the time is right for this. Shoshana, do you have
perspective? We can share on this.
Yes.
We wish to share. May we share, dear brother, with you?
Oh, absolutely. Cheers.
Dear brother, this style that you have taken on for so long is yours. It is your calling. It is how your body responds, and it is what you must do as you have listened to your higher self, your higher calling, and you have obeyed that higher calling, you see. So we praise you for that, as there are many that hear the call and turn away, you see. But we will say that we know that many that have taken on this way of life, this way of eating, it has not been beneficial for them. Many have died. And many have died from cholesterol, from heart disease, from cancer, from all of these things, from a poor diet, you see. So we believe that you see the gain that you have received in your life from your particular eating style, and you wish that for everyone. You wish that for everyone because it has been so beneficial for you. And your love of humanity is in your speaking, you see. But once again, what one who serves has given is all must come to this on their own. There is no should. There is no this is better than that. And there have been human beings that have lived smokers and drinkers. So we cannot say that your style is for everyone, but we do understand your viewpoint as you wish for all to raise their vibration and be the healthiest that they can be. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very good. Are there other further questions here? Anything further?
Greetings, one who serves. I have a question about higher self-identity. I was thinking that I may lack my higher self, and that I may not wanna move on separate from higher self. You know, they say that when we ascend, we continue independently, but if I like my higher self, I don't want to become independent. I feel that I may like who I am, and so why do I have to become separate from higher self upon ascension? I'm a little confused about it.
My goodness, it is exactly the opposite of that, dear brother. You will be more connected with your higher self in the ascension process rather than separated. For realize that you have never really been separated, ever. It is only the thinking process, the programming that is within you that believes you are separate from this. Where you hear of a God that is a being somewhere up in the clouds and this type of thing, a separate from you, something that you can never be. Even Yeshua himself, that he is the only Son of God and that you cannot never be that. It is exactly the opposite. As you ascend in consciousness fully, then you will be more connected, or know yourself, rather, as being more connected than you were before. So, again, it is exactly the opposite of what you are thinking. So, trust in this ascension process and know that you will be unified with your higher self more than ever. Okay, Shoshana?
We can share on this. Dear brother Moses, may we share?
Okay.
Dearest brother Moses, the goal of all beings is to be divine, is to have the wisdom of the ages at their disposal, you see. The higher self is that which is a higher perspective of you. And the higher perspective and the higher knowing and the wisdom that brings to you must be integrated completely within you as a being. The goal of ascension is integration. The goal of ascension is merging with all of yourselves into one to create that optimum wisdom of the ages and the divinity that is you recognized fully, you see. So there is no separation, there is integration. That is ascension. Namaste.
Very good. And we also wish to add here, since you, Moses, have come on the call here, and there are others as well that are on this call that are feeling quite ill and down and all of these things, know that it is, as you have mentioned earlier, all for a reason. It is for a higher purposeful reason that you go through this. Just as this one I speak through now, James and the Joanna went through this for a higher purpose, that you would come through this being stronger in your immune system than you were previously, so that you are able to fight off the various other alternatives that may come forward. And we say may because it is not for sure yet. But there will be those things that will attack the immune system in the times ahead. And your immune systems are now going to be much stronger as a result of this.
We wish to clarify
Yes,
here.
please do.
We wish to clarify, as one must understand that if a being succumbs to this, gives up their body and moves on, it is their plan. It is their exit plan, you see. Not all recover. We do not say that you will not recover. We are not expressing that. We are saying that both sides are true here. You must understand that you as a being have made a plan long before you entered into this body, and you may be responding to the plan that has been provided for you through your higher guides, through your divine self, and that whatever occurs here is the plan, you see. So we are not saying that those that wish to recover will recover. Those that have a different plan, that will also play out. Namaste.
Yes, very good. Would there be any other questions here?
Well, I think I want to just go a little further into that. It does seem like quite a few of our members have gotten sick, and some of us have not. Is that just divine planning on the part? Those that don't get sick, are they still part of their own higher self plan not to get sick, not to experience that, or is their immune system strong to start? Can you go a little deeper into these beautiful beings getting sick who are part of our group and some just don't? How do we, I don't know, do you know what I mean?
Yes, we do, and it is difficult to fully ascertain here or to give you a complete answer here because everyone is different. Everyone has a different immune system. Everyone has a different plan that they are following. So if one gets sick and another does not, that is part of the plan. That is all it is, their own individual plan, the group plan, and the full collective consciousness plan as well. So there are those in the collective consciousness that have become ill and succumbed to that illness and left the planet in that respect. And as Shoshana so perfectly said, it was their exit plan that they followed through on, you see. So it is difficult to say whether those of you within the group, that some of you get sick, some of you do not get sick, whatever it is just part of your own individual plan and the group plan and a part of the greater collective consciousness plan here as well. Shoshana?
Yes, we will share here. We will share our perspective. May we share with you, dear sister?
Of course.
Dear sister, all that you have said is true, you see. And all that one who serves has given is true, you see. Those that attended this event that resulted in a virus spreading among them, there is a big lesson here. It is huge, and it will continue to play out until it is a lesson of higher consciousness. And it will continue to play out as the consciousness of those who have experienced this rise to the occasion, you see. There is a big lesson here. Now, some may not really recognize that and only see the small things in this, you see. As far as immunity is concerned, if you were not here and the virus did not spread to you, well, hallelujah! You do not have that in your plan. Now, we are not saying that down the road that is not your plan, but it was not your plan in this moment, you see. So just keep your body immune as much as you can, and do not be concerned as to whether you receive this illness or you do not receive this illness, because that is your plan, you see, as one who serves has given, and it does not mean anything. There is no meaning to this. It is simply the plan that your higher knowing self provided before incarnation. Namaste.
And
One moment.
remember, the plan of those of the dark forces is to spread fear wherever they can, to continue to program you and to hold that fear. And the more that you focus on the fear of this virus as being anything more than just simply a virus, when you begin to give it names such as COVID, and you speak about getting a vaccine and all of these things, you are just succumbing and falling right back into their trap, back into their old game plan of spreading fear wherever they can and however they can. So do not become entrapped in this. Do not focus on this. Do not focus on the disease, the virus, whatever it is. Do not focus on it as being anything other than simply a virus that has. These viruses have been around for thousands of years, and they are very beneficial to your immune system. And that, if you look at it in that respect, as being something good for your immune system, so your immune system gets stronger, then it takes on an entirely different understanding here. And the fear is gone, you see? And when the fear is gone, you can raise yourself back into those higher vibrations. Okay?
Yes. Yes. Do you have any idea, or can you even say how many of the population are needing to experience this ridiculous virus? I mean, is it 50%, 60%? How many people are actually sick? The numbers are thrown around, and they're lying to us. Do you know how many of the souls need to go through this illness on the planet at all?
What we can tell you is your statistics are highly overrated here in terms of the death process of this. For many that do go through this illness, you do exactly that. They get through it. They do not die from it. It is a very small percentage that dies from it. But please understand that it is the shot, or the jab as you are calling it, that is greatly influencing even more of these statistics to increase. It is not the unvaccinated, it is the vaccinated that are having and going to continue to have many of the difficulties going forward, because their immune system is going to be greatly compromised.
Yeah.
Now, of course, that is not all of those that receive this shot. Some of them simply receive, as Shoshana gave some time ago, a placebo, a saline solution, something that does have no effect whatsoever.
Yeah. I think the celebrities and the political leaders who are espousing this are the ones getting the saline.
That is correct.
Thank you.
Anything you add here, Shoshana?
We wish to share here. May we share?
Yes. Yes.
Dear sister, it is not so much the illness that is the subject here. For those evil ones that wish to take this earth to another place, to take this beautiful planet to another lower level, we will say, it is not the virus. It is the effect of it. It is the fear. It is the anger. It is the blame. It is the shame. It is the frustration. It is the great division that is occurring. It is not the virus. As one who serves has given, these viruses have been around for millenniums, for millions of years, you see. So when we point a finger at an illness, we cannot see and we cannot understand what the point is. The point of all of this is division, is
Yes.
fear. And
Yes.
many have succumbed to that. Many will point the finger. Those
Yes.
that, the ones here in this room, the James and Joanna, received the illness, and they didn't go, oh, let's point our fingers at the person that we thought brought us this. We did not even think of it, you see.
Right.
Because that is not the point. The point is to understand the sinister programming that is going on behind this virus. That is why the James will not call it COVID, will not
Right.
call the shot a vaccination, because that is part of the programming, you see. And we advise all to rise above this illness and simply understand the point that is being made, the great hypnosis that is being perpetrated on humanity, and not join in. Namaste.
Thank you very much. That's exactly how I feel as well, and I'm looking forward to the day early next year when we stop this nonsense. It is becoming really tiresome.
Yes.
Yes, we understand, dear one. Namaste.
Would there be any other further questions here before we release channel? Nothing further, then Shoshana, do you have a parting message here?
We have a message. Each moment that we breathe in the breath of life, remember to forgive, forget, and move on. A wonderful message that has been given to us. And a very high vibrational message. Namaste.
And you took the words right out of our mouths here. That is exactly what we were going to say.
But
in the sense here, then we will say the other very important message that we are attempting to give to you as much as we possibly can, whenever we can here, and for you to spread that message as much as you can, to live in the moment, to allow yourselves to just be in the present moment and know that present moment that you are in is the perfect moment for you in that time. Shanti, peace be with you. Be the one.